Hey guys, and welcome to a new video. So this video is talking about the states of everything on the game, as I know some don't ever know everything about it and want to understand how your states is doing and why you should increase this as an example and why you shouldn't, and all of this, so there is a lot of good things and important states you have to increase more than others, and some others maybe not that big deal about them. So I will talk about everything and I will tell you what everyone is doing as fast as I can, and will give you some important points about every one of them and how to increase them and all of this. So don't forget to like the video, subscribe if you didn't, and if you are a new player, so you can check my guides for new players and other things, other videos I made also for new players, so you can understand everything. So you can go for the playlist for the guides so you can understand more. And let's begin our video. So if you go for P, so you will find all of your states like this. Those states is doing for all of what you can see: attack power, PvP attack power, boss attack power, percent accuracy. This one is useless. Critical, which is critical chance. Critical damage, mastery is useless also. Additional damage, rates, debuff damage, mistake, and you have this one, demon bane damage. That's a new one. You have HP, you have defense, PvP defense, boss defense, evasion, block, critical defense, damage reduction, health regeneration, recovery, debuff, defense, and this one for the true dragon protection. Okay, so I will begin with the useless things first because I don't want to talk about them that much. So the useless things. Okay, debuff defense is more for PvP. Recovery, that like a health regeneration, something like this, and health regeneration is health regeneration. Okay, damage reduction, it's actually 0, so we don't receive anything from this. Orange power, it's not on the game at all, not sure why they put it. Critical defense made for blocking the attacks for PvP when you are playing the battlegrounds, which we don't even play it, so normally you have to increase this if you are going for PvP. Block, when you increase it, when you take a damage, as example for from a boss or from even PvP, it will take that too much damage. When you increase your block, that means you will take that much damage without you take any damage. But if it's low, so you will take some damage from your block, like I take a block and that like 1k as example damage, because my block is not strong enough. Okay, if vision is make you dodging the attacks, it give you a chance for dodging, so like what I have at the moment, about 38% and a half from my points. Boss defense, it's a defense against the bosses. Boss PvP is against the players when you are playing battlegrounds. Defense is actually like both of them, like defense increase both of these two states. If boss defense or PvP defense, increasing your defense in general will make you take less damage if it's from players or bosses, and it made these two increase as well. Okay, HP, one of the important things, so maybe I will talk about it, but let me put it a bit later. Okay, you have also here additional damage, maybe it's not a big thing here. Additional damage, normally making some additional damage to your normal damage, like if this attack doing like 3k damage, if it have some additional damage, so it will do 3k and that much of additional damage, but it not will go for the criticals. Like I will do critical from a 3k damage as example, so I will do like 6k, so you will do just 6k and 716, it will not go for the criticals. Okay, mastery is useless, concentration useless. Accuracy is about when you are attacking a boss and they have a vision or anything like this, also for players, so you will make your attack accurate more so you can hit him. So accuracy is against vision, so if I would say I have a vision rate of 38, that means if I have accuracy by 100%, I can't attack him because he have a dodge by 38, that means like my attack is drawn for just 62. So increasing my hit rate to this much, that means I can hit myself 100% and some other percentage even more can make me on the safe side. Okay, that's how it's going. Percent is actually something like damage reduction, or I can say armor penetration on games like League of Legends and Dota as example. It's around the defense of your boss. So person defense or person the defense of the others. So it can pierce the boss defense, which is something good because some bosses have some good defense. So when you raise your percent, you can do more damage to them because of this. Okay, others PvP attack power for PvP and others will be important. So let's begin first with the most thing I see new players don't know how to increase it well, and that's HP. And it's super important, especially for new players at the starting game, because they have so low HP and they wanted to go for, like, I want to go for stage 3 from this dungeon, which you can't survive there and maybe you'll take one hit from the boss and die. So if you want to save yourself from this and you want to take more damage, you need to increase your HP and the defense. Okay, so how to increase your HP fast? Simply, there is a small point about this, and that should be going for some items can give you fast increase, and it's going for the gilded stones. So some of these gilded stones, not all of them, have HP, like this one on earring. So this one, Blood Knight Shadow Gilded Stone as example, rotate and give you more HP. So if you want to increase your HP fast, you have to get one of these and try to increase it fast to make it going for plus 10. If it go for plus 10 as example, this one will give you 150k HP more, so that's something good. And also if you are going for this one, especially for the new dungeon or the Frostfire, I mean dungeon, it gives you more HP. It's about the chance you will get from the start, and the max chance is what I have on the HP, which can give you 300k HP more. So when I go for this dungeon, I will have like 450k HP more just because of this. If I put this down, I will lose all of this. Okay, also there is one more. You can have the same one. I think it was on the gloves, not this one. Let me check because always I forgot where it was. Okay, this one. Okay, you will find it on bracelet always. So this one also, when you go for plus 10, it will give you 135k HP, which is super important to have something like this early so you can survive more. So if I would say you just have these two, you will have like 285k HP just from these two. Away from this, there's a lot of items give you HP, especially belt, especially pet aura, these two especially, and also you have talisman, by the way. They are a specialist on the HP, especially these two giving you a lot of HP, and this one giving you more shield so you can survive more, and defense, too much defense on the belt and HP as well. So these specially make you have too much HP. Also soul shield can give you some HP like this. Soul, I think sometimes it can give HP, but look like it's not giving these days. You have heart also giving you some HP, and there is some other items can give you HP as well. That's the most important points between them. Next important stats I will go for, it will be attack power. So attack power, what it give you your power, I can say. It's not super important on DPS, but it's actually a big reason for you having more DPS. Like attack power, when it increase, it give you more damage to your skills. Like if I will put like this, okay, and this one as example, going for 4,031,500 or 577. So if I will put as example a gem down, okay, so my attack power went down a bit, you'll find this number changed. It actually went more than it was 4 million, it went a lot down. So because of just this attack power, that's mean your skills went down, and when your skills went down or go down, that's mean when you are doing a critical with the same skill which is doing that much damage, it will do more damage when you have more attack power. So it's actually important but not super important. It can give you more damage, like now I'm having 4 million because of this, which give me 145. So it will make a lose for a critical damage as example when you are doing a critical damage, and your normal attacks, if you have so bad chances on your critical chances, in the end it will make some decrease on your damage. It's not super big, but it's actually will make some decrease. Okay, It was the most important point and go for some other states, like what I will mention right now. And like something like critical damage, something like missed it also. These two may be more important than attack power in general. You have critical chance if it's lower than some number, so your attack power will not be that good because sometimes you will not even hit a critical damage, so that's mean you can't do your full damage. That will make your base go down and things like this. Anyway, run for more about attack power. So attack power run for 2 points. PvP attack power, that's for PvP and for battle round like always, and if you are PvP on a street. Okay, boss attack power is for bosses, so most of players looking on this when you are playing on dungeons because that's your real attack power when you are fighting with bosses, more than this one. So for me, as experienced player, when I see your normal attack power is high, I expect you to have a lot of good gear. So when I see your boss attack power high, I expect you have a good pluses on your gears more. Like if this one is plus 16, so you can see it have like 890 boss attack power. If you take a look on this one, you will have it's just having 684 because it was plus 12. So without I even need to tell how much pluses he have, and as you go for high pluses, your damage will grow a lot high. That means this guy can do a lot of damage. So when I am cheating, as example for party, I will take a lot on attack power and boss attack power so I can understand, and also looking for gears so I can understand all of this came from where, because some items like weapon as example can give a lot of boss attack power more than other items, so it can make a difference because this item can do as example less damage than this one. So your expectation for showing some boss attack power will not reflect a good damage on this player as example. So how to increase them from the first place? Attack power in general, going for gems can help a lot, weapon also can give a lot. Going for any item and having some pluses, it will give a lot, especially some gears like this one giving 98 attack power, away from some others on the pluses when you increase it. Also going for earring as well, same for necklace giving attack power, this one giving attack power. And if you can check which one can do better, so put the weapon down, you will see your attack power going too much down. If I put ring about 300, earring something closer, necklace maybe a bit more, okay, bracelet not a lot like 200, belt like 200 also, gloves something on this average, mistake as example this one not having that much, okay, same for this one, I don't expect a lot. Soul not a lot. Heart actually have a lot of attack power, about 300, okay. Pit aura went down also because of something which is gems inside, so it have a pit gems, and as you are increasing your pit gems also it can increase your attack power, so it can make a lot of difference for you. So you have these 8 gems and this 8 pit gems also can make a difference. This one talisman light, nothing happened, didn't even affect your attack power, so it's not for this. Troll shields also can give you some attack power, but not actually a lot. How to increase your boss attack power? Any increase for your attack power, go for boss attack power. Like if you check here, it will give you like a base by 500 and 5k 835, most of them coming from here by the way. Then boss attack power for the gears itself, like this one as example give me 1k 262 boss attack power, and others can give me as I'm going up for pluses, so most of plus 16 or all of plus 16 on Blood Knight giving me 890, and something like this giving me a bit less, and some other gears like this one give me 525, this one's 385, so this one is better on boss attack power, and other items can give you some boss attack power. So that's how you should increase your boss attack power in general. If you have lower gears, so you will have to go for higher gears, and that's it. Okay, next let's go for something which is critical. Critical is mean critical chance. If you have critical chance over 80k or sorry 18k, that's mean most of your hits or all of your hits will be 100% critical damage. Okay, away from that chance you will see here will not be like that, it will be maybe about 82 I think. But actually when you are going for training dummy and try to test, you will find all of your skills 100%. Okay, if you go more like what I am having, like I'm seeing new gears have critical chances which I feel it's useless a bit, but actually I'm putting them for just one reason. Maybe there's some bosses can take less critical, so you have to increase your critical so you can do damage to them. Away from, I didn't feel anything like that, so maybe I should not go for them and go for something else, should be better for me. Anyway, next critical damage. Critical damage, like any game, when you are doing the critical damage, like with 3 times your attack, so if you're doing 100 you will do 300 when it happen as a critical, and the chance to do this coming from the critical or the normal critical chance. Okay, and for here there is 2 bit points or 2 bit numbers, like if attack doing 400 I am doing bonus damage by 565% damage more when I am doing my critical damage. So that's how I will go for critical damage, and that's one of the important things to do damage with it. Okay, next we have Mystic, the best element for doing the damage I see on the game, because it gives you pure damage. Like this one, Mystic increase, you have damage, it's not need anything, that's not affecting anything, it's just pure damage. So it gives you damage whatever you are doing the critical or not, you will do your damage. Critical, maybe it's about the chance more, away from mostly do your chance as well, but actually it gives more damage when it do for Misters. Like this 479% on Mystic damage is better than this on the critical damage, and better maybe by far, is a different, maybe a bit big, maybe a bit better than what you expect. I didn't try how it will go, like if I will go for 1k as example Mystic to 1k critical damage, but it's like maybe about 0.8% against 1% for critical damage, maybe will be closer to the same, something like this, something closer to this, maybe a bit lower also on Mystic, like Mystic a bit stronger than this as well. Okay, and there is something I will talk about here. The state most of players feel like it's the best, sometimes it's the best, sometimes it's not, and that's debuff damage. It's a bit tricky state. It's good when you can make use of this, and it's bad when you can't make use of this because it will be like useless for you. So debuff damage is doing that exactly. When you are giving any boss a CC, on the time he has the CC, which is whatever, it's a stun, knockdown, whatever, even knockback, even flying, even anything like this, any type of CC, and they tell you stun days, knockdown, grabbed, also phantom grip, airborne, anything from all of this, debuff damage will give you more damage on them. Okay, and the damage increase by this time numbers. So actually it's a good state, so when you can fight with bosses and you can do this. Normally it's a PvP state, like if you are playing battleground, someone that knocked down, you can do more damage for him on this time. If you fly someone, you do more damage, all of this. But actually players using this also on bosses. So when I am starting and doing a double TD at the start, like what I'm doing with the Blade Master as example, so you increase the damage for all of your party because of the debuff damage, and as you have more debuff damage, as you can do more damage. Okay, but the point, how many times you can CC the boss on dungeons, that will make the difference if you can use it or not. So for some players who are using compound like this, I'm using Mystic as example and the critical damage. If you are doing for this and don't for too much debuff as example, or if you will use your relics, and also some players going for too much debuff, the debuff is good when you can do this. If you can't do this, it will not make that much damage, but if it's working with grab, that means you can do more damage on grab, but how many times you can grab the boss, that will make the difference. So if you ask me which dungeons should be good for debuff, I would say any dungeon from the 3 dungeons, which is Asura, also Bloodshed Harbor, also the new dungeon, what we have now, whatever, what if Exile, like the Tomb of the Exile. Okay, because they have too much CCs, you can CC the boss a lot. So if I will use debuff damage as example, starting with double knockdown and someone grabs the boss and I will fight on this, I will make a high burst, maybe I can kill the boss too fast. But if you take too long with the boss fighting, it will be better if you do for Mystic. And for sure you have to make some calculations to see if your Mystic will make a difference or your debuff will make more different, and that's how it go. So because it's a bit tricky, I should make a video about it later, maybe when I focus on it. But normally on Demon Bane dungeons, as we have it on these days, we don't have that much of TDs. So I don't see the buff damage that good on dungeons like this, especially when you are fighting for too long. If you are fighting on lower stages, the buff is so good, like stage 1, stage 2, maybe you can finish so fast when you do this. Stage maybe 5, maybe not so bad on Yeti as example, but away from this, I don't see the buff that will do good. Because you have just one grab. If you are Totem Avalanche, then just have one grab. If you're doing Force and 20 Abyss, you just have one grab. Also, Frostfire, you just have one grab. And if you miss it, you missed your debuff damage and you'll make no difference with it. But it can make Force and 20 Abyss if you are knockdowns that add on inside, because you can do more damage to it so you can finish it fast. So maybe it can make something on this time. Okay? So that's how I see it until we test this. But for the other 3 dungeons, like what I mentioned, you can grab the boss like 2 or 3 times or maybe 4 times, sometimes it's about the dungeon. And you can TD everything, every boss can take a TD, everything can take everything. But mostly the last bosses like Asura as example, and on Bloodshed Harbor last boss also just have one TD. That means the buff will not be good against these 2. Just on the burst and nothing more than this. But for the last dungeon on Tomb of the Exile, you can use the buff because he can take too much grabs by the way, and they have low HP, so maybe you will feel your damage going for more when you are using the buff damage. That's my expectation, and until I try this, we will understand more. And now how I can increase them. Critical chance round more for soul shields, and the soul shields, what it called, I forgot the name actually, that you can put it on the normal soul shields like this one. So when you use this fused soul shields, it can give you critical chance. You can buy them and increase your critical chance. That can be good early on the game, but when you want to increase something else, so maybe you can go for something like what I have as example in this piece. I have the buff here as example, so it's also a good way. I have the buff here, I have critical chance here. This one having Mystic, because there is some soul shields can give Mystic, so it's a good way also to increase your Mystic. You have here critical damage as example, that's one coming from event, so it's a bit rare, but I have some of this so I can use it later. Also some debuff damage on soul shields can do, so it's a way to increase your critical. Also you have the Unity, you can use some like this and increase attack power. You have some like, can't really see it, for critical chance like this one can increase critical chance as well. Okay, away from this you will not find. You have these for Mystic as example, this part is the yellow one, this one for critical damage and this one for attack power. And as a lieutenant, it can give you more, like this one different person, this one different boss attack power more. It's regeneration, maybe it's not so important, and all of this. So you can increase your attack power by going for this and go for attack power or boss attack power, and also you can increase your critical chances or anything like what I mentioned. And when you did something better, that's mean it can give you more, like this one giving me that much Mystic, this one giving me less. If I have something like this one will give me less Mystic, and as the color go down, the Mystic go down. So it's about how much or whatever what you have, it will be good. Also the set of 30 can give you some increase for your Mystic. Okay, also your items can give you some difference, like this one going for critical chance more percent. Okay, then going for more Mystic, more attack power, critical damage, additional damage, some evasion. This one going for more accuracy, Mystic, attack power, critical damage, additional damage. This one Mystic, attack power, critical damage, so that's a good way for increasing them, critical attack power. And also away from all of the item what it give you, there is some chances can make some different as well. Like if you take a look on something like this range as example, it give me plus 18% Mystic rate. So this Mystic I have also will get increased by 18% because of this item. So when you did some increases from all of these items, if this one giving me 80% and someone else like this one as an example give me 25 Mystic damage rate, so that can increase my Mystic rate. Okay, and also this one as a example, bracelet. No, bracelet don't for something else. Okay, and this one giving me 20% mistake, so all of this can increase your damage. That's why accessories in general, when you did some good upgrades, it will make a lot of difference on your damage because of the percentage you can get. So mostly the percentage you can get better than the numbers you can get if the percentage is over these numbers. Like if I will say 10% from my mistake here, from 68 it will be 60. That's mean a lot of mistake. That 60 it can make as an example about maybe 5, 6, 7 million DPS more just from them, the percentage, in compared to these numbers. So that can make too much different. And actually about 3k I think mistake maybe can do about 3 million DPS, maybe a bit more. So if 6 million, expect about 8 million, or 6k, expect about 8 million. So it can make a lot of difference. Last states I forget actually to mention, and it's this one, and this one. What is that? True Dragon Power and True Dragon Protection. Actually these two states is actually something new on the game. So how you can get them? You can get them by just one way, Shift U, and you have to get this. When you did 3 of them, you will get a set effect that can give you True Dragon Power 1% and True Dragon Protection by 2%. So when you get 5 pieces from these 4, okay, it can give you 3% on True Power, look like that, and 30% on Dragon Protection, which it should be something so good. And also when you get 8 pieces, it give you 60% and 12%. Actually still I didn't test how much damage it can do, but I feel it can do too much. I think once I tried and put one of them down and tried my DPS test, but actually I tried this randomly, but I felt my DPS went down too high, like maybe more than 20 million, maybe 30 million, 40 million, something like this. So still I want to test this later, maybe we'll make you a video about it and we will see how it will go for it. And how to get them, for these who don't know, simply you can go for this one from Dragon Express. You have to get 4 of them and they will make a chest. You have to open the chest and you will get 1 of these. When you get 3 of them, you will get the set effect when you put them on your Shift U and put them here, okay? And when I get 5, I will put them also, so I get more, and when I get others, I will put them so I get more, and I will get this, and it should do more damage than what you can get from these relics anyways. So that's the most important points you have to understand about this video. And for the best sense for damage, well, I see it like that. Away from Demon Bin damage, or this one, actually I'm not sure about it through Dragon Power, so until I give it a try, but I think it will be a good amount of damage, maybe could be the best states if what I am thinking is right. So I can't criticize anything about it until I give it a try, but we can see a small test now. So what I will do is a simple test, I will not go for a big test, so I will go for my burst like this. I want to see how much I can do. Okay, what's the worst burst I can do in my life? So let me try again, because I should make better numbers. Okay, maybe that's the average number, but that's actually low number. So if I will say 744 away from, I can go for 800 by the way, if I put one of these down like this. So that's, I mean, I lost the state, and if you check here you will not find it. And if I put here like 0%, 0%, so what it will make special, it's not doing almost anything to attack power, something actually so low. Okay, but if I will make my burst like this, well, I didn't feel anything on burst, so this it will need more test later. Like what I did now, it's not something to take it, so I will give it a try later and make a video about it. and we can understand. But anyway, whatever it will give you, low or high, if I will say just giving me 10 million, that's just 1%. If I will get the other 3% and 6%, I expect something high, because if I will just get like 10 million, I will get 100 million. Okay, just from making the 8 pieces. So it should be something. Away from this, normal states, it will go like this. Mystic damage, I see it's the best. Critical damage also. Okay. Debuff damage, will not say it's third or second or first, because debuff damage, if it's going on the right place, can be number 1 at some times. But if not, it will be number 0. It's like that. Going good or so bad. If it's good, if it's so bad. If you have it's a requirement, which is CC, it's a good. If not, it's useless. It's like doing the 0 damage. Okay? And you can say critical chance, at least it have to reach some points. Then I can go for maybe boss attack power more than anything after this, because it can make your skills going up for damage and all of this, you know, and nothing more. So increase your mystic damage, increase your critical damage is the most important things you can do. Debuff damage, if you can get it whatever how the way you can get it, just use it on the right way. Like I will not go for shift TP full of debuff damage, because I think debuff damage will do something, and go for around the dungeon and debuff damage will do nothing, so it will do less damage. So better to have 2 from this, 1 for debuff and 1 for mystic and critical damage, and use whatever you want on the right point. On the right time. And for this, if you want to go for debuff damage, no one will stop you. For me, I went for mystic, because I feel mystic more important for me. So I always do damage, and sometimes I'm lazy even to make changes. Like I see my DPS lower better than the change sometimes, so I will not waste my time. And always I'm going for this dungeon. Wait a second, I have to do this. And maybe I can also go for relic and change this relic to put some debuff damage on them. Kinda too much, so I can't stand this. It's better for me to just go for the normal way. If you want to do this, it's something up to you. And good luck with this. So I think with this it's the end of our video. I don't see anything that you need to know more. And you understood everything. And now you can play and understand what you need. What items maybe you need more to increase your damage and increase your whatever mystic or any states you need. And good luck with this. And also, like what you know, there's a lot of items in general on the game, so just check whatever it will give. Like cities as example, you have relics, you have here, you have compound, you have a lot of things that can increase your damage and increase your states. So just check whatever you want, understand what you need more, and give it a try and get it. And that's it. So thank you for watching, guys. Hope you liked the video, and hope you just tell me in the comments for sure if you liked it or not. And always ask me for whatever you need, and I will try to make some time so I can give it a try and make these videos if I feel it. If not, maybe I will make a question in the end of the video as an example and answer it, take it from the comments and answer this for you. And that will be good also. It's like I made a video for it and all of this. So see ya, guys. Bye bye.